What's going on, YouTube? We have a quick video for you today, just to line up on someone with dreads. Start by getting the hair out of the way. You want to make sure you're able to see your canvas clearly before you start digging into the lineup. I start by prepping the hair, making sure everything is laid down smoothly. I'll take my spritz. And start spraying the canvas, making sure everything is in place. And while the spritz is on the front, we'll start in the back, right behind the ear, laying the full blade down on the lineup around the neck before you start to going into using your corners around the ears. And you want to make sure you're not digging in too much, especially if they got dreads. You're not trying to take too much of their hair away, especially in the back. So you just want to tap and just give it a nice, as crispy as you can get line without digging too far into their dreads. They might want to pull more into it the next time they get it done. With the beards, I always like to start on the outside first, making sure that I'm using the corners going around the ears to connect with the back. And again, you're not digging into their skin too much. You're just tapping and going, tapping and going. Now, starting on the front, we're going to start with the mustache first, just tapping up under it, right above the lip, not going in too much. You don't want to leave too much space in that area. I mean, unless they want it like that, but you don't want to go too high. You go then by turning your trimmers the opposite direction, and just go straight down a little bit, keeping it as wide as the client wants their mustache to be. And yes, this is my 14-year-old son. And as you can see, he has a beard. Beard gang at a young age. No enhancements on my man. Just tapping and going, making sure that we got the canvas. We got every hair laid down exactly how we want it to before we start actually digging in. You want to always remember, anytime that you're putting a curve into, you just want to make sure you're using the corner of the blades. There's no need at certain times to put the whole blade down on the skin. And as you can see, I'm using my finger to guide me. I'll place my finger somewhere that I can steady the trimmers, and I just make my C's. As we zoom in a little bit, as you can see, the front of his line is a little light, but we don't want to push back into it at all. You'll brush everything down forward as much as you can and just tap and go. And if your trimmers are set right, mine are not necessarily zero gap, but they are pretty close. And the only thing you got to do is just tap. Let the clippers do the work for you. Let the trimmers do the work for you. And it'll come out exactly how you want it. Just take your time. As we go to the other side, connecting that front, going straight across, keeping it as straight as possible. And here we are, finished product. My firstborn, my oldest son, young man beard game. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all social platforms at Cuts by Reggie.